I was just at Carl's Golfland this past weekend, and it is a beautiful store. Cheers.
Episode 194.
64. 30 less.
Oh.
Pair noon.
It's pretty late to be drinking that crap.
Oh, shit. I had my bit all planned on my phone, but I went to NHL and NBA Multiview, which they now have on YouTube TV, which is awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah. Watch that yet? Oh my gosh.
The last 35 minutes while Evan was speed demoning his way through Clinton. Checked your location. Interesting route you took.
Yes, I was. Interesting. I live in town now. I don't go. Yeah, I have to. What other way do you want me to go?
I
live in town.
Go down by my house. You just cut over earlier.
There's no bus for Arrows?
I didn't take that way.
Drive your own BYOC?
No bus yet.
Okay. What if we got a van? A rundown van?
I'm drinking sparkling water.
Evan's got water and a beef stick?
I got iced tea and a beef stick.
What's that brand called again? I forget already.
Milo's.
Got Milo's tea and a beef stick. Any flavor to that beef stick? Any teriyaki?
Ew,
pepper?
Oh, shit. It was a brand new package.
Cheddar?
I think it's pineapple teriyaki.
You're still a beef stick guy.
There's pineapple flavoring on that beef?
That's gross.
It's just like a sweet. There's no pineapple. It's just pineapple teriyaki. It's supposed to be like a sweet heat or whatever.
Beef sticks at 27.
I like that. Well, I'll defend Evan there. That's fine.
Tripping.
He did road trip.
Casually
What's wrong with the beef stick?
Evan, let me defend you. This kid just doesn't understand baseball dog life. He doesn't get it. He comes from the golfer cut. He thinks that you eat Ritz crackers for snacks. Sometimes you need some sunflower seeds and a beef stick.
I've eaten lots of beef sticks and sunflower seeds in my day. In fact,
I don't even know what's wrong with it.
Nothing. There's nothing. I have your back.
I just think of like Slim Jims when I think of beef sticks. And I'm like, if I bought Slim Jims at this age, I think people would look at me funny.
That's true, but that's not a Slim Jim.
Right, but it's very similar.
You guys remember my infamous Slim Jim sandwich I used to make in high school, right?
Yes.
Now I do. Now I remember.
2 Slim Jims cut up, some white bread, mayonnaise, and some crunchy potato chips, whatever you had, dealer's choice. Preferably barbecue.
Oh, man.
Sometimes a slice of cheese. Mix that all together. Perfect after-school snack at 3:15 p.m.
God damn.
When did you ever get home from school at 3:15 p.m.?
That's a good point. Maybe it was a little bit later, but some days you get home. Well, I didn't do basketball in the winter, so sometimes I had early school days.
Winter was wide open for grad.
Yeah. But if I was lifting, then whatever. When you get home, you eat that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024.
Tuesday.
9. Is that Ford? I think that already wore out its welcome. I think I've seen enough of that.
You just don't know how to live.
Oh yeah, I heard. I saw the Braves. The Braves mascot absolutely body bagged him because they ran an Astros game. It was so funny. It's 9:25 p.m. Eastern, 8:25 p.m. Central. Evan, you get over there. Give himself adjusted. Got a lot to discuss, but the biggest thing we have tonight is Alex hated that. I can tell by his face he hated that.
Loser.
It's the annual NFL draft, live mock draft. How many rounds will we do? We'll figure it out when we get there. I don't know yet. I don't want to say a full 7 rounders. We've done that before.
Every pick, every team.
We're going to draft
some of our hidden gems.
All right, so it sounds like 7 picks.
I don't know enough. I don't even know 10 players in this draft.
Yeah, Evan, Alex, from what I hear, is pretty down on this year's NFL draft. He's a bandwagon draft fan.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that if that means
as soon as he leaves the state, and then he's just like, yeah, I don't really care about it anymore.
No, I love the Lions, Evan. The draft is not as fun when you're not in the top 10. Everybody knows it. We're not used to it.
I thought you were a ball knower. This is when the deep cuts, you know the players.
I've seen enough.
It's easy to pick in the top 10, Alex.
I've seen enough. I have an eye for talent.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
A little preview of tonight's show. Weekly check-ins. We'll touch on the Lions quickly. The uniform drop heard around the NFL. Transfer portal talk for both of our basketball teams, maybe football. I don't know if you guys want to get into that on this show. I was thinking more basketball because that's all I've been caring about the last few weeks. And then our NFL draft. So we'll do the mock draft. We'll discuss in depth some questions before to set the stage, and then we'll just get into it. I'll share my screen. We'll do the thing. We'll pick. We'll see if we hate it, if we love it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, also a little teaser for the people. I looked at what we did last year for our draft. Interesting to say the least. We're not the best in the business, but we certainly are in the business. So we'll look back at that.
Who knew Holmes are going to trade back up?
What'd you say? Holmes will trade back up?
Who knew Brad Holmes was going to trade back up? Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody. Well, maybe Dan. Anyways, Alex.
Oh, dude. Anyways.
What'd you do?
Thursday, golf league.
Simulator golf league thing?
Subbed on simulator golf league. We are undefeated when I play. Perfect 4-0. So did that Thursday.
Is that causing team chemistry problems? Or
there
no?
have been questions about me playing in the playoffs. But I would never do that.
Like you don't deserve it or you need to?
You know that I should be on the team for the playoffs. Anyways, not important. Friday was my 27th birthday.
Yes. That's right.
So what I do, I went to work like a normal person because it's just another day. And,
I heard you were ignoring people.
Jason calling me from the bar at 11:45 p.m. and then me answering. And then
nope, I'm not talking about that.
People calling me, FaceTiming me while I'm at work.
Common courtesy to call back would be nice. That's what I'm just rumor has it. I heard you were ignoring text messages for a long.
That is rich coming from you, Evan. I responded to every single person that texted me happy birthday. I responded to every single person.
Every phone call?
And every call that I missed, I sent a text and
every
said,
Facebook post on your wall.
Every
I
poke?
liked all of those. I don't have Facebook, but I knew that someone probably was posting, so I went to it through my browser Monday, and I liked all of them. And Evan, your mom was home, so tell her I said thank you.
Oh, Michelle.
I played pickup soccer on Friday.
How the knees? How the ankles?
Shins,
I
everything.
played goalie for a little bit to keep the legs
of course.
fresh.
Making
Playing goalie
saves?
against people that are actually good at soccer is a lot more difficult than just playing goalie against like us.
You wore gloves?
I didn't have gloves.
Oh, God.
I borrowed someone, so I had no gloves. Right away, it's a 3-on-0 break. It's not like my defense is non-existent. So they're just passing. I'm like, I don't know. I can't remember like how far you can go out of the box and just like dive. And just
all the way.
Ball. Yeah,
I go all the way.
This first one. So it's 3-0 coming at me. I'm like, do I just charge this first dude on the left? So I
like
kind of
FIFA.
run out.
Hold down Y, rush the keeper.
He passes it to the middle, so then now I'm backpedaling trying to get to the middle guy, and he just passes it back to the left guy. Easy goal. Like walk it in type of goal. I'm like,
oh my God.
Not sure what I signed up for by playing goalie. It was embarrassing. And then next possession that they had, like close, dude like takes two. It's crowded. I can't see. I feel like an NHL goalie. feel like people are trying to shield me off. Can't see anything. Dude takes like 2 dribbles. This kid's very good. And just sends a firecracker. I can't see it. And it is, I just see it in the corner of my eye. It is bending, like kind of towards me. Just stick my hands up. Somehow caught the ball. And I was like, wow. One save. And then it's like the 45th minute. We're about to go to half.
Wow.
And I'm like, just get out of this goal because you don't have to play anymore.
That's when they always
Like
happen.
full 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys aren't professional. Calm down there.
My
It should be like
defense
50 minutes. It should be like 25-minute halves.
Dude takes a shot from like the corner of the box. I totally should have saved it. Tips off my finger, hits the post, goes in. I'm like,
Oh,
like the 46th minute.
you did extra time?
Well, I mean, like you let them finish out the possession. Like 55 minutes. So that was tough. After that,
That always
Never
happens. They always score at the end of the
I'm
half.
never joining adult soccer.
it's exhausting. And then I had some beverages at a bar. Nothing crazy. Had a mystery shot. Don't know what it was still, but it was like pineapple. It's pretty good. I think Evan would like it for a guy that doesn't love shots over there.
Pineapple teriyaki beef stick shot.
Can't go wrong.
Saturday, got roped into going to a women's golf tournament for 4 hours. The LPGA. It was a major for them.
The
I
Chevron?
want to go. Chevron, yes.
You're at the Chevron?
Was.
Nelly Korda, 5 wins in a row.
Yeah, it was free, so whatever.
Wow.
Walked the course. It was nice.
Because of your connections?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that's damning for women's sports if the Chevron Classic is free.
No, it was.
Okay, I just had to clear that up.
Did follow one golfer, and I think I fell in love, so that was cool.
Lexi Thompson.
No, some girl I never heard of. Her name was like Isabella or something.
Isabella.
Some girl that was at USC.
Your boyfriend's here.
Pretty girl. There's some pretty girls on tour. And then went to a game Saturday night. Lost, so the bar was no longer. We're going to go out after the game, then L. So no bar. And then Sunday, I played golf. And we did it was like a shamble alternate shot. And then best ball. So it's shamble on par 4s. Grant, you know what a shamble is?
Didn't we play this, the 4 of us, and listener Cody with a K?
Shamble is both guys drive, you pick the best one, and then you play your own ball from there.
Yeah, that's what we did when we went to the place that didn't sell booze.
Okay, so we did that for all par 4s. Par 3s was just best ball. And then par 5s was alternate shot. And we led for 16 holes, and we lost the match.
Do they do presses in Texas?
There was no press. We led through 16, 1 up.
What was your biggest lead?
1 up. It was a very tight match.
Oh,
But we
that's
never
not
trailed.
that bad then.
And then on 17, lipped out for par. We lose the hole. Then we go to a par 5 finishing hole, so alternate shot to finish. And we took my drive. There's water all down the right side. My partner hit it in the water off his tee shot, so then I had to make sure that it wasn't in the water on the right. So I just aimed way left. Safe.
Would that be a penalty stroke since it was his shot?
Alternate shot, we were letting both people tee off. Then you pick. So then you go
It's not
alternate.
alternate shot.
It's not really alternate shot. That's like shamble alternate shot.
Okay, sure. Take my tee shot. So my tee shot's down the left. There's water all down the right, all the way up to the green. Par 5.
Evan, are you thumbing
And-
paper in your hand?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just was making sure that's what the sound was.
So water all the way up the right. We're on the left. I'm like, just punch it. There's like a little low hanging tree that was slightly he could clip. I was like, might as well just take a 5-iron, keep it low, go left. Don't even look at the water.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know what? I'm going to switch the balls here in case I hit this in the water.
Mm.
I'm like, what? I just said where I'm thinking about water, so it shouldn't even be in your head. Switches the balls, hits it immediately, going, oh no. And look up and it's just in the water. Just right in the water. Directly at the water. And then I have to hit a 120-yard shot hitting 4. I put it on the green. He doesn't hit the putt. And we lose. It's very devastating. It's a tough loss.
Reminds me of the Philadelphia 76ers last night. Eerily similar.
Or the Los Angeles Lakers last night.
Or the Los Angeles Lakers last night.
The New York Islanders.
Or the New York Islanders. Yeah.
Or the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship.
That hurt. I thought about that yesterday, and I got really sad.
I thought about it last Wednesday. Got very upset about it.
How often does it cross your mind?
Probably once every couple weeks, and then I get very sad.
It actually was
like a conversation about sports and like whose teams are better, and then I'll be like, damn, we were really that close.
It actually was this morning. I got out of the shower, was going to brush my teeth, and I think I was like trying to remember what the lead was at halftime because I couldn't remember if it was like 24 points or 21 or what. And I think it was 21. It's 24-7.
I think. And it was,
but like, what was it? 24-0 at one
It
point.
was tied to start the fourth quarter.
I forget what the biggest lead in the game was though. But like, we were up a
I
lot.
think the most we got up was 17. It's depressing. I'm not sure why we're talking about it.
I don't know. Well, you brought it up.
Evan
Base
looks happy
collapses.
about it. Look,
I'm not happy. I'm just laughing at you guys thinking about it.
you don't think about it?
You don't think about it?
Not really, no.
That might be the closest we'll ever get to a Super Bowl in our life.
Shit happens.
Man, really sad.
Didn't cheer hard enough.
Oh, I did. I did. I cheered
I
hard.
don't think you did.
I almost threw up in the third quarter.
My
My stomach was doing like just wild things.
I was a psychopath when we scored. When Gibbs scored the first half to give us, I think that was our biggest lead. I looked like a raging lunatic.
Like us when we saw the Red Wings score.
Way worse than that. Way worse.
Evan actually looked fine in that Red Wings clip. Alex and I looked like we needed help. There's no good way to celebrate unless we do what Evan did and put your arms up. And we were like fist pumping by our chins, and it just looked really stupid.
Oh, he looks so stupid.
So stupid.
bad.
So stupid.
Great
Evan?
clip, though, the way you did that. Great clip.
Yeah, I just wanted it was a win-win. Saved us and it synced it up. Evan, your week?
My week. Had some baseball games. And then the weekend embarked on East Lansing, hang out with some friends to celebrate the
420.
holiday.
Hell yeah.
Construction in East Lansing is now the worst I've ever seen it. It's impossible.
Well, it's always bad, so I'll back it
So
up.
you can't even travel down Michigan Ave, like going towards Lansing, so heading west. Can't travel down Michigan Ave. Can't get off on any exit. It's miserable over there in that area. However, Friday night, instantly as soon as I got there, instantly went to the bars to meet up with everybody else that had already been there. Good time.
What was the spot?
It's the usual, the typical go-to.
Riviera.
The Riv?
Yep. The Riv. Good time. Thumbs down on Cheese because I was there for probably 5 minutes and he had already left.
Oh,
Like I said hi to him, he sat at the table, and it was like same like 5 minutes later. The next thing you know, like, oh yeah, he already left.
Where'd he go?
Home.
Was
Was it something you said?
No, it's just I think he was just that far gone. He couldn't be in public anymore.
Oh,
He was.
that happens
He's
to
been
the best of
called
us.
me many times.
And
Definitely a
then
very
where did
funny
we get
voice.
back? I think we stayed out a little bit. I think we were. I think
You
that
guys
was
ever
that
seen a
night.
FaceTime voicemail?
Yeah.
I think
Well, I've
the
never
brain
seen
man-
it, but I've been offered to leave
I
it.
haven't heard about it.
I've been hearing about it.
So Saturday, I woke up and had a great breakfast at Leo's Coney Island.
Yep, knew that was coming.
And then embraced the freaking elements and went golfing in 40-degree weather with wind chill probably damn near, if not below freezing.
It was snowed on Saturday,
front nine
bro.
was okay. I know it was. It was snowing on our way back, on our walk back from breakfast. The front nine wasn't
Where
too
did
bad.
you
Like
play?
I think we played at Forest Acres East.
Who?
In East Lansing with who? Cheese, Mr. Otto, and Jay Sean Derulo. Jay, roommate Jay.
Do you guys want to see what Connor sent me on my birthday?
Wait, speaking of Connor,
I think you want to see.
I have a
Right?
report from Connor's round. Evan,
11:58.
oh, go ahead, Alex.
I have that.
I beat Connor by one.
Connor said he shot a 92,
He shot a 91. I shot a 90. I beat him by one.
so he miscalculated 18 birdies, friends. So I can see what he posted.
He might have. At least that's what Cormac did the math, and he said he shot a 91. He said I shot a 90.
Also,
I need to show you this video.
all right, real
Cormac
quick.
played out of his mind on the front nine.
Who?
Cormac did. Cormac shot one under on the front nine.
I've seen him play good golf before. Got it in
It was
there.
fantastic.
I don't know
He
if
shot a
this was.
79, I think, total.
Jeez, that's 80. Under 80 is legit for me, for anyone. Honestly, that's I consider. Looking at the 18 birdies app, we might have to ask your brother Evan, dear friend Wyatt. I don't know what format, but he carded a gross 66 6 under at T Harris Arroyo Club. So I don't know what is going on, what format we're playing, or Wyatt is actually a PGA Tour pro down there in Mexico.
I've seen why I play golf. I can promise he's not shooting 66, but maybe
I got a new hat, Alex.
the one you're wearing. Oh wow!
Oh.
that's
That
real
is
nice.
nice.
Put it on.
Did you get that
Does it
Forest
fit?
Acres?
Oh, that wouldn't fit my head. It's tough.
It's adjustable, Alex. It would fit your head.
No, I have a small head, so if it's too boat-like,
Well, there was other models besides this one. I like this one with the rope, and I just like the look of it, like the front of it. But there were other like smaller ones, Alex. Then after golf, went out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant that I don't remember the name of. Had some pretty good food, pretty good margarita.
where?
And then after that, I don't remember the name of it, Alex. It's over by
location. I'll know.
over by Dick's in that area.
Yes, I've been there.
But it's across the street. It's like behind the gas station.
No, I know it.
It's a little,
I know
it's a little hole in the wall, but the inside like takes you like I would never think it was a chain.
God, what's the name?
It's on the other side of the street, Alex. It's
I know
not like
what
over
it
by
is.
Dick's. Went there for dinner, and then after that, just celebrated and left Sunday.
This weekend, see, during the week, was there anything? I don't think so. It was really nice throughout the entire week, and then it got cold for the weekend. Marissa's parents and her grandma came down to visit for the weekend. So Friday night, there was a large group of us, her cousins too, that went to a hibachi restaurant in
Oh,
Rochester.
very nice.
Very nice. They put so much butter and all that stuff. That was one of my takeaways when you actually like pay attention to how they cook the rice and the noodles, like the amount of butter they just smack into that. Crazy.
I'm not gonna say smack.
Smacking. I caught my piece of egg. Let that record show there was
Nice.
only 2 or 3 of us in a group of 12 that could handle that. Caught mine with ease. That felt good.
On my vacation over Christmas, I dropped it 3 times. Over 3.
Because you were wasted at every dinner.
No, that one I wasn't. So that's
Okay.
even worse. I was wasted at one dinner, dude. Take it easy.
It's such a good picture. And then let's see. Saturday, went to Carl's Golf Land, bought a new putter. Very nice.
Took a terrible
store.
picture of the putter.
The putter
One
was
of the
not.
worst pictures I've ever seen. Like I
I did.
still don't even know what this picture, what this
I
putter
did.
looks like.
Let me show Evan for context. I was laughing
so
after I sent
stupid.
it. Oh, I think I deleted it. But it was basically I got my driver re-gripped. And so
Check
like
out
the
my new
top,
putter, guys.
so the top
What am I looking at?
the top is the grip and then the bottom is like the cover of the putter. But
And even the picture you sent of your putter is terrible.
yeah, I
This
know.
is the
Well, I was in the
bottom.
car. I was
You
in the
don't
car.
putt. Oh, you can't see. But you don't putt with the bottom of a putter.
Here's what the face looks like in the little bottom there.
That's what I wanted the picture to be. I wanted the top-down view.
I really like, and I didn't notice. I was talking to Dale. You know, I don't think
The
about putt.
top-down view.
I don't have the top down view.
Find one.
But I was talking to Dale, and like a lot of things with putters, like he doesn't like. I never thought of this. I don't have a preference really, but like when the putter looking from the top down, as Alex is saying, it's got that hard 90-degree kind of edge to it. This is a nice smooth curve there. I really just wanted to mallet because I think I putt. One, I probably won't putt that much better with this. Maybe it'll be in my head, but the blade, I just don't think I can control. I don't think I can hit a blade very well at all. I've already practiced in the living room on carpet.
Yeah,
This
I've
feels
seen
better.
The putting stroke, it is very bad. Arguably,
This already
one of the
feels
worst
better,
I've ever
though.
seen. Oh,
So
here's the top-down view. Oh, yuck.
you don't like it? What's it look like?
Share screen, Alex.
Share your screen, Alex.
Grant, you confirm this is the right putter.
Okay. A lot of people were saying that they could never hit mallets or they don't like mallets, but I'm
I've
mallet
had
gang
all
now.
sorts of Can you guys see my thing?
Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
This also, there we go. This also isn't a, no. Well, I guess, yeah, but mine's black. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's that thick line, thick rectangle with the line in it. Yeah, that's
I
what
like
it looks
the
like.
face of it. I don't like the top down view. I
The
don't like that
top-down
either,
view
Alex.
is yucky.
I like the face of it. I don't mind that.
I just would look down and be like, am I putting with my driver?
Mm.
I just would feel uncomfortable.
Nice grip on it, though. Let me tell you, nice grip on that
You
thing.
can put a nice grip
Fat
on
grip
any
like you
putter.
need.
It's not too fat, but it's nice and
Great, you have small hands. I'm not sure fat grip is for you.
yeah, it's not super fat. It's just nice. It feels nice in my hands. So I did that.
You got a super stroke on it?
Come again?
Super stroke?
What does that mean?
The most popular on tour putter grip.
I don't. It's just the in-house Cleveland grip.
That's a Cleveland putter?
Yeah, Cleveland Huntington Beach soft.
It's in the article that you clicked on.
I didn't read the article, Evan. I was looking at the picture.
On a good sale too. It was $120 for the putter.
It's a cheap putter.
It was sticker price $180, and I had to confirm that I was getting the discount because I
Did
was
you
looking
putt with it
online.
in the store?
I hit about 8 to 10 putts.
You made 8 or 9 of them. I guarantee it.
I made a few.
I swear
Missed a
those.
few.
I swear those practice screens is just.
I don't
funnel
miss
to
on
them,
those
just so you
bad
can buy them.
They're so
just
fast,
funnel.
dude.
It just funnels right into it. So they're like
'Cause-
everyone's like, "Oh, dude, I made these," just so you can buy something.
That would be a great idea, a great marketing ploy, and it could
I
be
think
true.
next time you switch to a half mallet. It's a little too aggressive, that big mallet. for your-
Honestly, though, I don't know. I was looking at other mallets, and mine's not that big of a back. It's just like it's a nice in between blade and a mallet, where it's just got a little half moon around what looks like a blade.
Your putter is nowhere near the realm of a blade.
I think if you saw it in person, you'd be like, it
I
has
just saw a
blade.
picture of it.
No,
It's
no,
not a
Alex.
blade. I can
You
go
don't-
grab my putter.
No. You would need to look in person. You say, wow, that does have some blade characteristics with the mallet feel.
I've played with a mallet, a half mallet, and multiple blades, including the one Evan is using, I think, right now. We use it.
Yeah. The Scotty Cameron half
Half mallet.
yeah.
Go low. Yeah. So I've seen lots. The go low is the closest thing to like a bladey mallet that I've seen.
I think I would say I've always been a blade. It really doesn't affect me too much, to be honest. I think my biggest thing is like weight.
Those.
It's the weight of the putters. If I can feel the significant weight in the putter, I don't like it. I need it light as a feather.
When I would use a mallet, I would hit everything long. Like I just blow it past.
I like it for me though because I have to take the putter back way less room for error because it just kind of shoots it off the face
to begin with because you're kind of loose.
True.
And so like you always like try to guide it. Use
So
a bad putter.
Two-step
I'm
formula.
also a lag putter, Grant, so I don't really like.
Evan's
long putts, I'm
never
just
try to
like-
make it guy. Yeah.
I'm just looking for somebody to stay good so I can pick it up.
Evan, you got a
Nice.
7-footer for birdie? No. I'm putting it 6 feet, 1 foot short.
6 feet. Take my par, move on. Oh, could have been nice, Evan. That would have been a skin if you made it. If we just hit it, just hit it harder. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Don't do that.
Got a par.
When I learn how to putt with this thing, and then I learn how to hit my drive straight, look out. We're gonna break
Look out.
95. We're gonna break 95 this summer. That is the goal.
So, Trent can
I'm
do
hoping
it.
I want to
He's
witness
bad.
it.
Follow me along on the 18 Birdies app.
I will.
Okay. Feel bad for you. There's gonna be some ugly ones in there. I need to go to the range soon. Get active. I'm gonna hit like 100 drivers one day. I'm not gonna touch any other club but my driver. I'm gonna learn how to hit that thing. I'm just gonna learn how to hit it.
Hey, when you do, will you video record yourself and then post it on our YouTube? Just your vlog of you just hitting 100 drivers. That would be awesome.
with no time lapse. Like it's just a 3-hour upload
Just 3 hours, you just talking to yourself like I'm just trying to fix it.
with some light.
So I just want to see all the people I just want to see all the people walking by, just like giving you looks like, dude, this guy's still here hitting drivers.
That's
what I wanna see.
It goes
I
from
always
sun up
laugh.
to sundown.
I always
Yes.
laugh when people walk onto the range and they just immediately pull out the driver. Like I'm like, oh wow, that guy's ready. Here we
You're
go.
right. You're right. I will hit a couple.
Somebody at the
irons
Masters.
first.
Somebody's at the Masters went backwards.
No, you don't start.
Oh.
Driver. That's
They were doing driver, and then they instantly, right after they got done with driver, they went straight to their pitching wedge.
That sounds like Minwoo Lee type deal.
I think it was Morikawa.
Grant. What driver do you have?
It's a TaylorMade, I believe.
What shaft we got in there?
What is that? Like, I don't know.
Stiffness wise.
Oh, it's not super stiff, I don't think.
It's only stiff in the morning, Alex, and it calms down after that.
I didn't even mean it in that
It could
way.
get
It's
stiff
like,
at
I
night.
just legit, this is also over my
Regular?
head.
Stiff, extra stiff,
No, you can't be extra stiff. There's some waggle to it.
regular,
Tell us a little to the left, Alex, if you were wondering.
curved.
No.
Plenty of curve in it.
Yeah, it'll be a part of the vlog. Just tune in, tap in.
Yes, it's gonna
Well,
be
I'm
so
just saying,
great.
if
It's gonna be
Grant,
such
if
a
you
good
have the wrong
episode.
shaft, you might have some trouble getting it up. You know.
No, I can see that. I don't have a problem with ball flight. Sometimes I
Breaking it
have
up
too
at
much
everyone
ball
else.
flight. Sometimes I have pop-up ball flight.
That could be your shaft is too weak, too flimsy, too noodly.
Some things to look into.
Maybe you need extra stiff if you're going to swing.
I've been watching videos on my grip recently. I'm trying to figure out what grip suits me.
You have a bad grip. You have a bad
I think I'm gonna
golf-
Oh my god, this freaking reminds me. we're playing on Saturday, and we're probably 3 or 4 holes in now. Cormac's 2 under, I think. He went par, birdie. He's 2 under, sitting on a tee box on 3. Mr. Otto just turns to me. He's like, "Evan, what kind of grip do you have? Do you interlock your fingers?" And I was like, "No, I've never been able to like get comfortable with that." He's like, "I'm gonna try it this hole. I'm gonna try it." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna hit my normal ball, and then I'm gonna try it." And so we all tee off, and then Connor, and then so he's teeing off on the tee box, and he's trying it. He's lined up, and he gets all of his momentum into it, and kind of like when he swings, he like straight down like Cody McRae style, and like he's almost like falling backwards how much momentum he's got going. So he's swinging, and he tries to hit with his fingers interlocked on the bottom, and this ball is a dead shank right. Dead shank right. Like if somebody was like driving up on the outer hole, like up the cart path, it would have killed him. It was so freaking funny. He instantly hits it, turns around, looks at all of us. He's like, "Yeah, I can't swing like this. Well, why the ball is due right?" Oh my god, it was so funny.
Interesting.
To your point, Grant, on the grip.
Yeah.
Last year, I did 3 different grips all in the same summer, and tried all of them out. So you can always do that. I went interlock, I went overlap, and I went baseball. This year we are interlocked.
I'm going baseball strong. I'm more looking at strong versus neutral, and I think strong would suit my game.
So you can hit big, dusty snap hooks.
No, because I think it'll fix my slice. I think it's closer to a baseball swing. So that way I don't have to. I've read that for strong, you don't have to release the club as much. Like you do, but it's like more like you're. I watched a video today that made it seem it clicked in my brain.
Means, Grant. I've told Evan to get a stronger grip sometimes when he wants to hit a draw. And then it worked on one shot, and then it never worked again.
I always have that one.
I hit my best drive of my life 2 weeks ago at Devil's Lake.
In this
Wow.
weather.
Evan's only got
That's
2
not
rounds under his
Saturday.
belt. I need to catch up.
It feels so good. Not even at my home course. It's just going in blind too.
Well, it's funny you say that too. You say it feels good, but I vividly remember Saturday driving back from, I don't know if it was dinner or whatnot, but there's a course right by our apartment and people were finishing up. And we were just like, oh, those poor suckers out there in the wind and the cold. I was like, that's Evan in East Lansing.
I was MFing it and cursing up the entire back nine. Just absolutely like, what are we doing? I was like, it's so damn cold.
Switching into sports, we can go quickly here. It's been a while since these have been out, but the Lions uniforms are out. I know Alex's thoughts. Evan, you were pretty quiet, I think, because you're busy during the week. But what were your thoughts on the Lions' new uniforms?
I love the home and away, the traditional home and away. Absolutely love them. I do like the blue face mask. I was kind of iffy on them, but I do like the blue face mask. Anytime you get more blue into it. I like the all white look though at home.
Yeah,
the all white look is my favorite.
The road.
Just the alternate black. I just don't know if I.
No, come on.
I mean, they look nice and it's new and it's like, but I just something about black is just so. It's just okay to me. It is overused. It's like it's not our colors, and I get that everyone's like, well, you don't have to use your colors anymore. I just think black is a little bit overused because everybody just, what's our alternate? It's just black. I mean, it's easy to do because you can't mess it up. It's almost impossible to mess up a black jersey.
The helmet's sick, though.
I do like it.
Question, though, didn't the helmet kind of make it unique black? Like, it's not every other black jersey or uniform set because that helmet is so unique.
It just... I'm okay with it. I'm sure when they roll them out on Monday night and we beat the brains off of somebody in them, I'm going to be like, yeah, wear these all the time. But right now, it's ho-hum.
It's the first time they come out in them on a prime time.
It's nice to have. It would be cool.
It's going to be cool.
With a black visor, too. Oh.
I mean, I'd rather we just have them have a black helmet and then have I want to see like still the same blue lion. Like I want something completely different from like the normal. It's just they changed the colors and everything. I want something completely different.
You wanted a new logo?
Yeah, throw something out there. Like change it up. Like make the lion like big and ginormous, like you see on some of the other alternates or some of the concepts you see online.
You're obsessed with the Boise State big.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
What is make it?
You've talked about that uniform thousands of times.
Make the logos big.
You wanted a giant
doesn't have to be this
rough that takes up the entire Spartan helmet.
Yes. It's like the center court logo for basketball. It should never be small. Make them big. I mean, I'm going to enjoy them. I do like them. I think they're nice. I think they're sharp.
That's what Evan wanted right there.
Evan loves those. These are so great. It's just so absurdly
They're
great.
nice.
They're so big.
Nice. Those are nice. I'm not saying you don't have to give them that big, but something bigger would have been sweet.
Yeah.
There's line concept helmets out there with like the lines like half, like the half of like the upper body, and it's coming out from like either the bottom of the helmet or the back of the helmet.
Yeah.
Do you guys still see the uniforms?
I do love the uniforms.
No, we cannot.
They went away.
Yeah, I would like to keep looking at them. They're very nice to look
I do love them. Also, obviously, we're going to talk about it, but it got freaking leaked.
Yeah.
So that kind of
forgot about that.
threw down
still
like
good because
or
the helmets were.
Yeah.
yeah,
credit
the
to them.
helmets, the jerseys.
The pants. The blue helmet, I think, is the most stunning thing of this whole set.
It's a nice
I had no idea they were scrapping the one they made last year, and I had no idea they would do a black lion logo. So
It
while
is
the jerseys were
remarkable
spoiled,
that we went from that garbage.
Some would say it's
atrocity.
unbelievable, Alex.
some would
I
say.
don't want to use that word, but the atrocity we witnessed last year, uniform wise, to come
Yeah,
to
where
these
is
uniforms
that?
is very surprising.
Those weren't that bad.
I feel like they
Need more
released
blue-
them.
don't-
Evan, they were horrible.
Evan,
Well, when you have a, I'm not going to say it. When
you're talking about the
it
model.
doesn't
You're going
look
to talk
good.
about the model.
White guys
The
shouldn't
models
have these.
never look good. You never look good in the models.
That is an atrocious uniform. That's the worst uniform in sports right there.
That's a stretch. There's a big lion head right there on the left.
Yes, Tracy Walker's helmet right there. That right there, Grant. You tell me that doesn't look sweet?
That looks okay. Damn it. Why does he keep doing that? When I change tabs, it goes away.
You think we?
I just don't want to wear
last year.
the black uniforms like on a noon game. I wish we were kind of playing outdoors. I kind of wish we were playing them outdoors because like the nighttime and then like the sparkle off the lights are a little bit different indoors to outdoors at night.
They'll still be good.
Like we won't be able to wear these at Lambeau Field ever.
No. At Jerry World, though, if the home team wears a light color,
Which
Yeah.
they normally do.
I think we wore
Well-
gray. We wore gray last year against them, right? Didn't we wear gray? They wear blue.
no, we were all
We were
white
white.
because also I remember Skipper's big body catching that pass, or Decker in the all white.
Sad. That's-
So they wore blue that game.
Yeah, I've thought about these more. The uniform set, absolutely love it. It hasn't changed at all. The only gripe, which I already
Your
made
gripe is dumb.
public in our no, it's not dumb. It's a very valid gripe
I
that
think it's a bad gripe.
especially let me just say it, it's the stripes on the pants or the lack thereof. You look at the home set with the silver pants. This is a bad photo because you can't see any stripes right now, but it just looks good. It looks professional. The bulk of NFL teams have stripes on their pants, and for some reason they just didn't include that for 3 of the 4 pants, and I just don't. There's no reason not to do it.
I don't like the side piping on pants.
With your child, that's a child take.
It's like I just like what's wrong with standard simple black color? What's wrong with it?
Because they look like practice attire.
The blue pants do not look like practice pants.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Because no one
Yeah.
practices in blue pants.
That so you can see Jared in here. If that had like some sort of white piping, it would look so much better with the white jersey. It looks disconnected from what he's wearing up top.
How
Not
does
to
that
get
look
into the
I'm
weeds.
colorblind, but that doesn't even look disconnected.
It
Just-
does.
I'm not saying they had the. I don't even want the stripes to match. Just a little bit of a white stripe. I'm with Grant on the stripe. As long as you're not the Patriots and your stripes are completely different. Like they wore like white tops, and then their shoulder pad sleeves were like completely opposite combination of their pant stripe, and I thought it looked stupid. Like just a simple white stripe on the pants, or a simple silver stripe on the pants, I think would be sharp.
I'm talking a thin white line on the blue pants is what I would do.
Yes. Like I'm pulling up this one. This is not what I'm talking about, but even that looks better with some piping. I would do a thinner one, like Evan's saying, and what you guys
Are
are
those
saying.
real?
Yeah, I think that's we had stripes on our blues at one point.
In the Ebron days, it appears.
Yeah. I just the
the
homes, the
Blue pants are
homes. Yeah, they're really cool. I just a little bit of piping. Let me pull up this guy again. My other notes that I had was at first, I'm usually not a fan of really busy helmet stripes, but I kind of like how these look with the little road tying in the Detroit theme here. I think it works.
Bronco Mustang stripe.
Yeah, it's a lot of stripes because there's the two like smaller white stripes on the outside, then black, then another white in the middle or blue, depending on the helmet. But I think it works. The face mask being blue. Shout out to Cody with the C. That was
Great
his
job.
request. Nice pop there. The shoulders, I think, look so much cleaner. No WCF on the shoulder. Just looks very clean. I think they did a great job.
So do we have a name
love the
across
white
the
numbers.
chest plate for home? For our home jersey, doesn't look like we do.
No,
No.
not for the
Or the
Blues.
jersey. I always do. I do wish that we had something there.
I
Something
like
there.
nothing.
That's fair.
I think the Lions in Detroit looks kind of weird.
Interesting.
I like the Lions. I don't mind. I will always want like a name or something across the chest.
The white numbers too, obviously. I think that's was talked about a lot on the blue. Just they pop way better.
It sounds like I read. I don't even know whose tweet of it was an article. It sounds like as soon as they debuted the last uniforms that they had, like the first week of game film, they're like, "Yeah, these uniforms are terrible. We can't see anybody's numbers."
Oh, true. Dude in the all 22 like tagging would probably be so terrible for that.
Just instantly regretted their decision of what they did last time.
No, I don't know why they did that to begin with, but whatever.
And why not test it? You're a billion-dollar organization. Just like have someone go run around with the camera on the field and like tackle each other and see how it looks. I think if I had to pick, if everyone picks their favorite combo all together, mine's either the black with the black pants. I like the black top, black pants more than the blue pants, or I'm still partial to the all blues. I think those look really good as well. So, but curious what you guys think is your
I
favorite
vote
combo.
I vote the all whites.
All whites.
I saw it was like one picture that I saw and it popped out to me. I think that's sharp.
I like just our standard home in a way, just the regular ones. I think those
So the two in the photo.
yeah.
Amon-Ra, I think.
Are the blue pants like our regular away pants now, or is it still white?
Yes. Blues are the regular. I think whites are the alternate.
That's
I think
right.
blues are the regular, but I think in terms of volume and what the players pick, I think the whites, at least last year, speaking from
Yeah.
just watching
Whites
the
were
games,
big game pants,
they wore them a lot. Yeah.
like Michigan's blue pants.
I think award for best model on the team, Amon-Ra. I think he looked the coolest in all the photos.
White
So
guys
I'd
don't look
pick
good
him.
in these. In these
Goff.
photos. They just
I
don't.
thought about that when I was watching the videos. I was like, I feel so bad for Goff. It's like, yeah, he's like the face of our franchise, and he's the quarterback. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But him just trying to model a uniform, just
Lee McNeil looked better.
Nothing to it. Yeah.
Panay looked cool though. Panay, they look cool on
Should just
Panay.
had Goff model the
Tattoos.
uniforms, but just like waist up though.
Yeah, the
waist
legs.
All
Yeah.
shots have been like waist up with him, just like throwing a football or something, you know.
They should
Waist
just put
up
a
will make
visor on Jared or something, make him look cooler. Just anything to make him look.
You would
Or
make
like
it
an
look
arm
worse.
sleeve.
Like he just looks so goofy. His helmet also just looks too big for his head.
That's how it usually is.
Yeah, that's how QB helmets I feel like are too. They just, I don't know.
Jameer Gibbs looked the best.
Yeah, he's up there. Moving along quickly to college hoops transfer portal. What you guys pick? You want to start with Michigan State? You want to start with Michigan?
Ugh,
I mean,
I
I'd
hate
love to
Michigan
hear you
State's
drink
pick
the
up.
Michigan.
I just can't hate. I can't stand his face.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like he's regarded as having a good game.
He probably does. I haven't seen any film or anything. I looked into him a little bit more not today. What yesterday? I don't know. Alex sent a blog boys, whatever text message saying, "Oh, it's going to happen here soon."
And did.
Correct. I'm not mad about that, but I'm not mad about.
Well, you
that.
got mad that I started just texting Cody individually, so then now I'm just sending it to both of you again.
I
You don't
didn't really care, to be honest,
never-
that much.
Respond.
Never. You never.
I'm
answer
busy
that
during the
chat.
day. Like, okay, so here's my thing. You and Cody go like back and forth so fast that like when I finally sometimes get to my phone, there's already like 20 text messages, and at that point, I read them all and I move on. There's like no like at that point, it's like 30 minutes later. It's like I'm not bringing back up the conversation again. Like it's over with.
The only thing that you've responded is, I hope Leo Hannon is all of 6'5", whatever that dude.
Because you're going to see somebody get so excited when we run QB power to perfection with a big quarterback. That's all I want.
I'm 4th and 1.
Anyway, let's hear Grant drink the Kool-Aid on a bunch of transfers that have never played together and see if Grant thinks they'll mesh well.
Danny Wolf.
Whoa. No, we're still on Michigan State.
No, we haven't even talked about Michigan State yet.
I thought you want to do Michigan first?
Yeah, I want to hear you like pretend like, well, you'll actually think that you guys will be really good, and I'll tell you why
Well,
you won't be.
It
First
can't
of
get
all,
any worse, Alex. It can't
I want to
any
get
worse.
I want to get to the
100%.
bottom of Evan. I need you to help me figure out why is Alex very upset about Michigan bringing in transfers, because he's got this tone in his voice. Why are you have this prickly tone about Michigan? I haven't even said anything about Michigan.
Because you
that
sent us your stupid commits in the 517 crew, and
No, I don't.
care to see them.
I sent
Yeah.
one. I sent one.
Roddy Gale, as if
I
he's
said-
a superstar.
I sent. See, this is the tone, Evan.
That rubbed me the
I'm
wrong
keeping-
way. I didn't like it. That
First
was
of all,
stupid.
It made no claim of him being good. All I said was because he was from Ohio State. I thought it was an interesting dynamic that he left Ohio State to Michigan. And it was to Wyatt, who had texted earlier. It was a funny joke based on what's happening in his life. That's all of that was.
Fine, just tell me how good Michigan's going to be.
No, like what's going on in your life? Are people like reaching out to you saying like you're screwed, or are you reading stuff that? Because I don't know why you're getting animosity about Michigan's transfers. I've never once in my life, no one's saying that they're going to be good. They're just excited they're getting new players, which they have to get. They have to fill out a roster.
Yeah, okay, yes, I'm
What-
flashing now.
What's going on?
Why are you so upset?
Like I just don't get it.
It's not even because of Michigan fans. It's because Michigan State fans are just their heads in a
Seven. Who cares?
tizzy about the fact that we haven't gotten a center and that Michigan's got 2 new ones and blah blah blah.
All right, the message boards. People are mad that Michigan's.
It's not even just them. It's just every Michigan State fan is acting like we're just dead because Michigan got 7.
Alex, you know we have the worst
All right.
fan base on social media.
We do.
We have the worst fan base in all of sports.
Nah,
That's a stretch, but they're pretty bad.
Illinois, Wisconsin. Anyways, that's helpful for me because I think we can work together. I'm not trying to come. I'm not going to say anything about how good
You
Michigan
can
will be
say
next
if you
year.
think they're going to be good because they might be.
I mean, they're going to be better than last year, but that's not
They have to
saying
be.
much. It's also like one of those things where it's been an exciting stretch how fast they've come in. But again, I keep reminding myself, well, they had like 4 players on the roster, so they simply had to add talent. I think my biggest takeaways from this are, one, I like that Dusty May is not waiting around. I think I like his work ethic from what I've seen so far. Like, you just like to be, given where Michigan's at, where they need anything they can get, it's nice to see him casting a wide net and cashing in on some. It also is a kind of a catch-22 because there's part of me that, well, I did want some of the FAU guys, mainly Janelle Davis. But now that I realize that's not going to happen, I like that he's able to bring in a wide variety of kids from different schools. Like he's not just, bless you, he's not just banking on the FAU kids following him. So I think there's good and bad to that. I like the programs the kids are coming from. And I just think they overall so far, without seeing them on the court. So again, you don't know, but just from watching their, that one YouTube account that does all the transfer tapes for people was a godsend because you can just type in the kid's name. You can see like the percentiles. They just seem, when you're watching the pieces, they seem to fit better as a cohesive 5-man, 7-man unit than what we watched last year. Dusty has a type. It's just going to come down to like adapting to the Big Ten. I think the most exciting one, if that's a pretty obvious question to answer, I like Roddy Gale the best of them. I think what I would guess happen is that Dusty realized he couldn't get Janelle Davis to come here for probably a myriad of reasons. Probably one had to do with NIL available to him. 2 might have had to do with grades in that case, because I think Janelle, his grade situation was
I heard he's going pro.
he also could just go pro. I think Gale is going to step into that role for Michigan, and he's going to be said, hey, like, you're getting the keys in terms of like the main score from watching some Ohio State, but just looking at his raw numbers. If you can take a guy that averaged 12, 13 points in the conference already that you're bringing him from, I think that's exciting, and he's just going to grow as a junior. So I like that. There's no adjusting to the Big Ten that Roddy Gale has to do. He played in the conference last year. So that's encouraging. That I think he's like, if we look forward to this season, if there's a guy with 5 seconds left on the shot clock or in a game, I think it's going to him. The other guys, there's some guys that don't have a lot of volume, like the kid from Alabama. I think that they just got is the most intriguing in terms of like long term, because the limited
much, right?
Right. He did play in like big games. Like he did play in the tournament games, but he just didn't play extended minutes. But he made a 3 in almost every game they played. And he just has one of those jump shots when you watch it. You're like, oh, I think it backs up the projections on him being a shooter, because it just looks how you'd want a jump shot to look for someone that tall. So I'm excited for him. I think the biggest takeaway for me is Juwan did a good job of, trying to acquire future NBA talent. And he did at some points. I just don't think they all fit together well or had the best attitudes. But if you go back to last year when it all went downhill, there really wasn't anyone on that team that you looked at and was like, oh, I can see an NBA future with this kid on the team. Like, comfortably can say that about last year's roster. Whereas I don't really know. And Conlaw was supposed to be Terrace Reed. I don't know if he has the height. Maybe he did land at UConn, so maybe he does have a future in front of him. But I can at least see these projects that Dusty's recruiting that could have NBA futures, and that's ultimately, I think, what you need to be on the higher competitive end of college basketball. So we'll see. It's my long-winded, long story short in April of what they've done so far.
Nice. Happy for you.
Not sure really what the next moves are with Jace Howard and Amari Burnett. Those are the 2 holdovers from Juwan's era that no one's heard from. So that's the talk of Michigan right now. The fan base is, do they stay? Are they told to go? Do they transfer because they want to? And then does that open up a couple more roster spots? Because right now, everyone's assuming that the center from FAU, Golden, will commit, and then that'll be their full 13 scholarship players. Right now. So they're done if he commits based on where they stand right now. I will say the clear glaring issue on this team, I did talk about Gale being able to get buckets. They are missing one more proven score facilitator guard. That's the biggest, or like guy like Michigan State's Tyson Walker. They don't have anybody on the roster right now that you feel comfortable just pumping in 20 points. Gale's the closest thing to that, but I think that's what they're missing, is one more of that. And I don't know if they're going to get it in his first year, which is fine because it's about progress and it's not going to happen overnight.
Well said.
Thanks. Michigan State side of the ball, you got Fiddler. Kid can shoot the rock. I pulled up his reference page. He's got a lot of volume, which I love to see, because nothing's more disingenuous in all these tweets when people are like, oh, he committed, he averaged 10 points a game, he's a 42% 3-point shooter, and you go look and he shot like 43s on the entire year. That's not the case with Fiddler. He shot 146 threes, shot almost 300 twos. He can shoot. Free throw percentage is great. I think that really helps Michigan State.
The line a lot too.
Gets fouled a lot too. That's good, especially in the whistle happy Big Ten. I know Evan's going to love that. Him just drawing fouls and pump fakes left and right against the line.
Making free throws. Yeah, it'd be good
Old
stuff.
school basketball. Pump fakes, get off to Villanova basketball.
This is my, tell me if you think this is fair, Alex. I watched like 2 minutes of his tape, to be honest with you. On the scale of Dalton Connect to Nick Timberlake, to white shooters from last year that were supposed to have good impacts on their team, Connect being player of the year type, Timberlake being a massive disappointment for Kansas, I would say he's probably somewhere in the middle of that.
I have no idea who that kid is.
The Timberlake kid on Kansas sucked.
He was like a top
Kansas games.
Yeah,
He was garbage, dude. He was garbage. I hated watching him.
because he was a huge portal commodity. He was like top 10. I was like, oh, this kid's going to be
Like
awesome for
Townsend
Kansas.
or something?
Yeah, Townsend. He was just bad. He scored 5 points a game.
Dude, he sucked. I think for a more like relevant Michigan State comparison, I feel like he's a more athletic but worse shooting Joey Hauser. I feel like that's what he will be for us. He's
Interesting.
not quite like as automatic from three as Joey, but he's definitely more athletic with ball handling and like creating for himself. He'll probably be okay. I don't think he's going to be like a superstar. If anybody's expecting him to come in and score 20 a game, he's not doing that. I don't.
Yeah, I think you'd want.
I think he's going to have an adjustment period, and it's not going to go great for a little while, and then you hope by mid-year he starts to round into playing that level of competition every day. Because I mean, the conference he played.
Yeah, 15-point range would be nice. You take that any day,
Yeah, I bet he averages like 14 a game or so.
dude. I pulled up Joey's splits. He shot 46% from three his senior year. That is
He's
a
weapon
torch.
from three.
That is a
He
torch.
never missed. Yeah, he's
That
really good
is
from three.
nuts.
That's why I said not as good of a shooter as Joey Hauser. I
But
remember
that-
Brandon Wood,
Yeah, transfer from Valpo.
and you remember Bryn Forbes, obviously.
Yep, Lansing, teammates with Denzel, Cleveland State
Transfer from Cleveland State.
Yeah.
I feel like he will be in the middle of those two in terms of like impact. Both were like starters. Brendan was obviously like very good his second year, and Brandon Wood was like a 10-point a game scorer on a Elite Eight team. So somewhere in the middle, I think I'd be happy with.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Joey and Bryn averaged 14 points in their last seasons at Michigan State. So maybe that's the kind of benchmark you're looking for from this.
I just don't think he's gonna like. He's not going to be the guy on the team, so it's not like he's going to shoot 25 times a game. He's not coming in and being Tyson Walker role.
Yeah, I don't think
He's
he's
already said
coming
publicly
in.
that
I don't even know if he's coming in and taking like the same amount of minutes or shots that Joey took his senior year. There's no way he does.
Tom Izzo was very
Joey
clear that
barely
Higgins
left
is
the
going
field.
to be the Tyson Walker role. Booker is going to shoot the ball a lot. And then
It's a great
Booker
player
fills
for
out.
Akins to kick out to when he gets collapsed on. It's a great player for him to
When he
just
can't
have.
create for himself still. Yes.
Well, I didn't mean it as a knock. I'm saying
No, I did.
exciting thing about Fiddler too is he's one of those cats where he could just get hot and drain 7 threes and a half, and he's got 21 for you in a conference game, and you're like, all right, well, we got a nice cushion here. We can ride the rest of the game. That's exciting.
The Michigan State fans just absolutely bash him when he doesn't do that every single game.
It's nice to have another shooter in the fold when we've had a bunch of teams that haven't had a bunch of shooters for a while. Now we have a borderline 7-footer who can shoot threes. Fiddlesticks. I don't know what he's 6'7". He can fire
Yeah.
triples.
Got some length.
I mean, obviously Akins can shoot. So
A big thing that should be noted for both programs, which you don't get really from the transfer portal unless you watch this team or you subscribe to more advanced analytics, which I don't have access to. You really don't know how these kids are going to look on defense, which is a huge factor of the game, over 50% of the game. So you just don't know if they're going to be turnstiles or they can stay in front of wings in the Big Ten. So I guess we'll see.
Dalton Connect, horrendous defender.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah. You
So,
just don't know.
Well, a guy that can fill it up will at least make the fans happy, even though they won't realize that he's giving up 2 points on the other end every single possession over and over and over again.
The old Jet Howard versus Iowa, and then the season progressed, and they're like, oh, maybe we do want more defense. Maybe I do want Terrence Williams in over Jet Howard, which I didn't think I would say in September.
It's the Xavier Booker. Awesome offense. Literally gave up a layup on the other end almost every time. He can block shots.
Quick question here. We don't have to go long since we still have the draft, but the remaining topic for the portal is, are you guys in the camp that I'm seeing from MSU fans that a center needs to be addressed still, or are you content if it just kind of rolls
Or
into...
we're firing Izzo, right?
No, or just like
That's where the fan base is at.
No, more just like he's making his bed if he's going to be stubborn and not address it is what I've seen from them.
What if he doesn't address it and Kohler and Cooper make a jump and they get good?
Then old Tommy Hall of Fame did it again. But people want to see some new blood.
I don't
in
think
there.
they will, to be honest. But I wouldn't be mad about a center coming in. But if on the other end, if you're bringing a center in and Booker leaves or Carr leaves, then I probably wouldn't. I guess that's the name of the game these days. Michigan State's been rare in the fact that we've been able to hold on to all of our high-prized recruits. Matty Sissoko is like the only real there's no one that's left that we're like, oh man, he left. So that's the only plus in how Tom is doing things. He's keeping guys, trying to develop them. But do you even need to do that anymore? I don't know.
Yeah. Evan, your thoughts on the C spot?
I kind of am content with where we're at right now, which is crazy
Ready
to
to
say.
roll Carson Cooper out there.
I'm ready to roll Carson Cooper out there. I don't think he does that bad. I think, sometimes maybe less is more, and you go small ball a little bit against some teams. You
Carr
really
at
don't have
5.
to worry about it.
Booker at the
Carr
5,
at the
Carr at
5.
the 4.
Booker at the 5, and I don't care who else is around him. Spread them out. Let's go. I think Alex and I have been saying this for years of spread the offense a little bit more. You don't always have to have a guy back to the basket. You want
Especially
time to
when your
adapt. I
back to
think
the
that
basket guys can't score.
can't score. And I think that it would be something that's super easy to do and adapt to is okay, Booker, you're the 5 and float where you want to float.
Don't tell him he's the 5, though. He might get upset. Just tell him he is a stretch.
So you're out there.
Yeah.
You're one of the 5 players out there.
That's-
It's
yeah.
really not that big of a deal.
That's going to be an interesting storyline to see if there was any
Did you see what he did on Instagram? Somebody commented on Xavier Booker's Instagram picture and said, starting center next year, dude. And Xavier Booker responded to the comment and said, no, forward.
Oh God! So it's legit. It's not.
He legit
oh
doesn't
God!
want to play center.
Oh, that's so bad. That's
You're
gonna
a
be
player on the basketball court playing. It doesn't matter what position you are.
He's not going to realize it when he's out there and he's playing the 5, but he's not really actually.
I pulled
he's
up
never going to be
the.
back to the basket, so it doesn't matter.
I pulled up the portal right now just to look at remaining centers, and there's some names that would just be juicy for Michigan State if they could get
They're
these
probably
guys
not
in.
good.
No, one's Butler bound. I need him in a Butler uniform, so we don't have a center. The Akpara from Ohio State.
He's terrible.
No, he's not. He's a good
Dude,
player.
Yes, he is not very good.
Well, he's good at
Yes.
defense. Yeah, I don't need him to score
We don't-
20 games.
We don't need more defensive centers. You can have him.
Or that Pringle
Cooper
kid from
can play
Alabama.
defense.
That Pringle
That
kid
would
from
be cool.
Alabama.
I would take
He's
it.
18 in the portal right now. Centers alone. He would be awesome at Michigan State.
It's not really a center, I wouldn't think, but
Oh, now you're in the Xavier Booker conundrum. Who cares, Alex?
Four.
So what are you gonna? Yeah.
Anyone else?
No, those are the two guys that I like. Butler needs Akpar with the Greg Oden connection. That would be sick. We need a center so bad.
Cannot score though.
I don't need my center to score. I'm
Well,
in
if
the sense
Michigan
of
State just brings in a center to bring in a center, it would be very pointless to bring in another guy that just can't score and can only play defense and rebound.
But if I brought in both, it depends on how game changing their motor is. If I bring in both those guys and they can show me their peak, and you tell me Kohler walks because of that, cool with me. That's
Cooper's
just enough.
defense is very underrated. He does a very good job.
That's why I didn't say Cooper. He's I don't know.
Respectable, serviceable.
I'm gonna need to see him against Danny Wolf and Vlad Golden this winter to make my judgments.
You're two offensive centers that can't play defense. It's gonna be great.
I think Golden can. I haven't watched this game much, but I get the impression he can. He's a Russian dude. He's not going to get bullied down there. There's no way.
Your two centers will be not able to guard anyone.
Vlad's going to have.
score.
I love
They'll
the name
score.
Big Vlad. I can't wait to talk about Big Vlad. Speaking of what else, I can't wait to talk about the draft.
I have one other thing I need to ask Evan.
Yeah.
Evan, are you sad that we're going to have to play Trey Townsend next year? Because you really liked him. Really liked
Not really. I'll cheer for the kid. Just
him. You seem to
you
be
can
a
score
big fan of him.
45. You can score 45 if you want. Just as long as we win.
Did he go to OSU officially?
I don't think so. Yeah, but I mean, he is going to.
It's OSU and
I hope he
Arizona
goes to
are the
Arizona.
final two.
Oakland's like that team, and like they have a good player on it. You kind of like cheer for them because they've never done anything wrong to you. You play them every year. and most of the
Ohio
years
State
you beat the
potentially will
crap out
have
of them.
two Oakland players.
Two
Who would be the
Oakland
other-
players.
Micah Parrish, who transferred from Oakland to San
Oh,
Diego
he's a dog.
State, went to the
I like
title
him.
game, and then
Yeah,
we recruited him too.
I wanted him at Michigan, but I like what Ohio State's doing. Big Ten's getting better.
I don't think they. I think it got a lot worse.
I
think-
think like the Big Ten isn't getting better. They're just band-aiding with all this portal people, and you've seen teams that just go full portal stink because
I feel like we're getting rid of.
Seen full portal teams make it to the Final Four last year, Alex.
yes, Alabama.
I feel like
They
we're
have-
getting away from the big heavy big man though in our conference, which I like. I feel
Oh,
like
God, it's a little overdue.
yeah, I think we're going a little bit more towards skill in the conference than just big men.
Illinois is fully rebuilding. That's good. Purdue
Yeah.
lost their whole team. That's good.
NFL draft. Before we get into it, this is what we put together last year, boys. Jalen Carter, the John.
Oh yeah,
Drew Sanders,
Bijan never even got close.
DJ Turner, Warren McClendon, Mingo,
Pick in the draft.
Voorhees,
Jake Moody.
Aiden McConnell, and Jake
Played
Moody.
Jake Moody in the NFC title game.
I mean, we were close on like the positions and value. We just flip flopped them.
Yeah, it actually was.
Gibbs, running back, linebacker, defensive tackle were our first three picks, weren't they?
We know
No, we
positions we need.
drafted Branch. Okay, secondary.
Yeah. No tight end in our draft. That was a miss by us of what we thought Brad would identify. But we do say the draft we do tonight is more like what we want to do while it's not really, we're not trying to predict what Brad Holmes is going to do because you can't. You simply can't predict what that
Aiden
genius is
O'Connell.
going to do. Aiden O'Connell. He played though.
Actually
Andrew
started.
Voorhees. I think Andrew Voorhees played too. Or one of those picks. No, like
We gotta do-
one of our last picks, 5th round.
Alex's classic question that he asked us on the couch in Birmingham. It just is so irresponsible to do, but it's fun. If you had to pick a player in this year's draft to make the Hall of Fame, who's a surefire Hall of Famer, who are you taking?
I wasn't ready for this question first.
Some notable ones in the past. Mine was Kyle
I'll get my big
Hamilton
board out.
that night,
Sorry.
and Alex scoffed at me, and he's on track. Let's just say he's on
Oh,
track
he's
for
not
the gold.
on track to be a Hall of Famer yet.
He's on track. He's on track.
He's on track to be in the Hall of Fame.
I forget.
That's
I
how
forget.
stupid. That's how stupid you sound, Grant.
I forget, Alex, who your pick was that night, but it
Micah
was worse than mine.
Parsons.
No, not the same draft.
What? Idiot. I picked Jalen Carter.
I
Yeah.
said JMO because I was caught in the moment.
No, you didn't. I have mine easy this year. I think there's another surefire looking at us.
Oh, I got mine. 100% facts. Who's guaranteed going to go to the Hall of Fame?
Should we say it on three? That's probably the same guy.
Oh my God!
It's your guys' JJ.
Is your offense or defense, Grant?
Offense.
Well, mine's the
I know what
college
Evan's
football
going to
player
say.
last year.
I'll say the same one as
mine was
Yeah.
the best college football player last year.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, that's who I.
Brock Bowers.
Oh, injury
Brock
concerns.
Bowers is the
though.
best college football player last year. No injury concerns here.
Cooper.
If it's at 29 and he's still on the board and we pass on him, I'll be pissed.
I
There are
agree.
no injury concerns I have for him.
Gotta take talent.
People are saying that Marvin Harrison Jr. is not even the best wideout in his class.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's
That's
Neighbors is
foolish.
better.
That's so stupid.
You know what that is though, Alex. Because we watch college football, we sweat Saturdays. It's
Yeah,
people
we
getting
do.
bored with a good player for that long, and then they're like, "Well, but what about Tyreek Hill type? Like maybe that's neighbor." It's like, no, don't overthink it. Marvin Harrison,
6'4",
his dad,
205, 4, 240. Yeah, I'll
his
take that.
dad was an absolute dog.
He's got
He's a
genes.
dog,
He's got the genes to be
He
great.
comes from Hall of Famer.
and I simply watched him, and he's unguardable. He's got the
really,
strong hands,
Really good.
so
And
good.
he had a bad quarterback this year, a Honda Accord.
Yes, 100% too. He's still like going crazy this year with Honda Accord.
Oh my
Honda
gosh, the
Accord.
running back class is straight buns.
Correct.
Oh my
Alex.
God! Don't even draft one. this
Well,
year. Oh my!
Blake Corum.
Great buns.
It
Alex,
is dog crap. Like
Who was
none
your
of these
pick?
players are gonna.
My pick was Marvin Harrison. Also,
All right.
it just seems obvious. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
It's not JJ McCarthy's not gonna be a future Hall of Famer.
Well, I think he will be too, but
I think he'll
not-
be a first round bust.
he's not
Not
the
John
most
Rhys Plumlee?
surefire.
Grant,
Oh,
Mr.
Joel Milton.
QB commit
Joe Milton's a
looks
mixture of
just-
Cam Newton and Patrick Mahomes. Come on, it should be Cam Newton.
Grant
It should be Joe
Andrews
Milton.
said that to my face.
Oh, Joe Milton. Joe Milton.
Joel
Well,
Milton
Alex, that-
might be the first pick in the NFL draft. Grant Andrews on the couch during COVID against
Yeah, dude.
Minnesota. And I
Yeah,
was
'cause
like,
Evan-
he's overthrown a lot of passes today. He's like, no, dude, he's a first round talent.
Evan talked up his Gophers so much. I thought that was a huge win. I didn't know they were shit bums that
I
year
was just
too.
sitting there
Shit,
watching.
I didn't know
you guys
either.
get overexcited about that game.
That was like a NBC prime time kickoff of
Evan,
the
It was
season.
ABC prime time. I think it was ABC. I think Kirk and Chris called that game.
It could have been.
People are
I
gonna
think
draft
so.
Brad McConkey in the first round.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's really good.
He's little.
I don't think we need him, but I think he could be someone's Amon-Ra easily. The kid just gets open.
Amon-Ra's not a first round pick.
Yeah, I know, but Amon-Ra, if you knew Amon-Ra, he would be now.
Stupid.
Question, Alex, and for Evan too.
Yeah.
The JJ is the elephant is looming over the room. I'm financially invested in him going in the top 3. I do win money. I placed those bets back in February.
Top 3.
Yeah, first, second, or third.
Well, you better hope there's a trade.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but the odds have shifted. I just don't have any cash out options. We're talking like bet $1 to win 100 just to see what would happen back in February because I knew
financially invested.
$100 would be cool just for like a bet I made in February. We're going to do odds percentage. The percentage that JJ McCarthy ends up being the best quarterback in this class. What are the odds?
Caleb Williams
The
could
odds?
easily bust because he's a diva. Jaden Daniels. You guys see that picture of his elbow?
I did.
Very gross.
I'm not going to hold that against him. I just think the way he runs could be problematic too if he doesn't
Agreed.
change
And
that.
Drake May.
Were you asking who it percentage?
Like if
I
you ran
think-
the simulation
there's
of the rest of his
a-
career, what are the chances JJ ends up being the best quarterback of this class? Like blank out of blank times percentage.
45%.
Wow, that's actually pretty high.
Pretty high. And I'm going to get some water. So, Evan, go ahead.
Feel free to go low, Evan. That was already higher than I thought, so.
Yeah.
Well, obviously 0 because Joe Milton's in the class.
I mean, I just hate that like some of these kids are just gonna get like picked a bus just because of the organization that they go to is just complete like dog shit.
That's also a factor, yeah.
And like they go to a system, offensive system, it doesn't work. The coaches are terrible, and then it's just like, yeah, it's the quarterback's fault. It's 100% their fault. Like I feel bad for Mac Jones. Like he had to go through a whole offensive year and play in the NFL, and Matt Patricia and Joe Judge were his offensive coordinators.
It's crazy that was a
And then
real
they
thing.
blame him for development. Like you're handcuffing me here. I mean, I would say somewhere around like 20%. Probably. I mean, it's not 0. I mean, obviously, if he goes, I don't like him in New York
Minnesota.
for the Giants.
I like him in Minnesota.
I do like him in
KFC.
Minnesota. I
Me
think
too. Me too.
I don't
I
want
don't-
him to be in our division, though.
I kind of would because every time we pick him off, I would do ungodly things.
Wait, Evan,
That first Brian Branch
think about this.
would be pretty awesome.
What would your reaction
Grant, who would you cheer for in that game? Grant, who would you cheer for in that game? JJ McCarthy
Yeah.
It'd be like
And
you with
versus
Stafford.
the Lions.
It'd be you with Stafford.
also
I'd
be
want him to
Chris
throw for 5
Paul.
touchdowns.
You hope he plays well.
Yeah. Evan, I have a scenario for you. What does the Evan text in the group chat look like if Hutch sacks JJ? Would you
There's no text.
do you cheer for Hutch or just bad football
I don't think
players?
so. I just say he's lucky. He's lucky. Quarterback fell down.
Two
Gave
bad
him
football
up.
players right there.
Something along like JJ and Aiden probably like scripted this so to get Aiden sacks up, something like that.
I like that. All right, 45.
I
and 20.
honestly think Minnesota would be his best spot
Oh.
for him. Just
Offensive
because
lines, it's fine. But JJ,
it's-
it'd be so good. The other
Look, you
JJ,
got
I'm
Kevin
sorry.
McConnell there. You have a great offensive mind. I think the system would be easy. You saw like their backup quarterbacks last year had some moments of just like
Nick Mullins carved
can-
us.
they can function at least. So, but like if he go, I don't know. I don't like him in New England. They just hired within. I don't think nothing's going to change. They put duct tape and super glue over a huge crack in the wall, and it was like, yeah, this is going to fix it.
Yeah.
And it might-
Whoever goes to New England should not play the first year because
No,
ride out Jacoby Brissett for the season and then give him a shot in year 2 because that team's not ready to win anything. All right, let me get my screen shared. We're going to do this thing.
I got my big
Ugh.
board.
I need to get these ads out of my face. I don't want these. Avino Kids and Zyrtec. Alex, you've been seasoned. You might need Zyrtec.
Man,
What I'll do is I'll play it. I know it gets
just
laggy,
do
so
it. We know how to do this.
I'll try to stop it around like for the first round or so. Try to stop it after like 10 picks, and we can look at what
Are
happened.
we going
I
to
do
reset
want
it if
to.
they start picking like stupid idiots?
Yeah, the first 3 have to be the QBs or Marvin Harrison. If it's not that, then we probably should just restart it quick because that's just stupid.
Just get it going.
All right,
go.
let's go in.
That's what I'm saying. Just
All right,
All right,
we got the QBs.
more. I just did one not that long ago, and this was not even close. The one that I did was
Wow,
so
3
unrealistic.
wideouts and 3 quarterbacks to start the draft.
Okay, that Penn State kid's not going to
All
go
right.
there. He's not.
Here's
gonna
our
miss.
10. We got
And relax, dude.
all
This could happen.
Latu, Brock to Atlanta. Love that for the Georgia boy. Penn State, O'Dunn's,
Kirk.
it's wide receivers. You guys want to trade up? No.
No,
We didn't even talk about what we
Another
need.
pass
Okay,
on.
Alex, what do you want to get for the Lions in our picks?
Edge.
you're doing so many mock drafts.
We have 3 top 100
We
picks,
can't trade
and then
up.
the rest are kind of whatever.
Can't
Offensive
trade up.
line, corner, and a pass rushing specialist. That's what I want in this draft.
Oh, I should reference to
Wide receiver as well. Like a high upside Amon-Ra in the 4th round.
Okay, in
I-
order, Alex. If your priority of need, top 3 in order of need. Like you're going in there, like I need this position more than anything.
Corner,
Give it to me.
offensive
Okay.
line, edge rusher, wide out.
Whatever. Corner or any secondary helps, or you just saying
Corner.
corner number 1.
On a lockdown Jeff Okuda type of player.
I see what you there. I also wrote down from Dane Brugler's The Beast, his top 100 list, just because it was easier to sort. I like looking at how many players by position were in the top 100 to know how deep of a draft it is. So if we ever want to sprinkle wideout, there was 17 receivers in the top 100. That was by far the heaviest. There's 12 cornerbacks, 11 edge rushers, and then the smaller positions were only 4 linebackers, 4 tight ends, 3 centers, 7 guards. So if we want to go O-line help, we might need to go early. That's pretty much it.
I did was seeing before you start, Grant. Was seeing that this might
JJ.
be like the record. You're fine. Goes to our spot. That this might be the record for most offensive guys taken, in the first round.
Oh,
Just
I like
because
that
of,
for
like,
us.
The positions and
Offensive league.
the talent overall.
Talise, Verse, Funtu, Mitchell. Oh my God, that LSU receiver, if he went to Cincy, would be disgusting. They get rid of T. Higgins, and he would just be sick with Chase and Burrow.
Where is T. Higgins? Isn't he still on the Bengals?
Yeah,
Yes,
I think they franchise tagged him.
Child
Oh,
underrated.
wow.
Oh,
We just had a
Stays in
cornerback
our
run.
division.
I see something. I'm going to say it now. I'm nervous about Cooper DeJean. Oh, my God. I like that center.
oh my God.
All right. Oh, we have offers.
Pass.
I don't love that. We're not doing future
Hate
picks.
that
We don't
pick.
get to do that. Oh,
Pass.
but this would be more fun for this year
Pass.
because we don't have to worry about our third next year.
Pass.
I don't hate it. Don't reject it. Don't hate it. I don't hate
All right.
it.
Better.
Oh, end of the
Better.
first. All right, let me just hide this quick. We'll go back to him. Let's just look at who's on the board that we would be cool with at 29. It's
All the receivers.
the unfortunate thing here
I don't
is that
know, Alex.
Cooper.
Alex, we
I don't like
From
the
within
defense.
first.
I don't like
Build
the
from
def-
within first.
I don't like the defensive options. And like, would you just take if we go to 32?
No, I don't
Like-
value the. I don't think the UConn guy's better than some of the other defensive linemen.
Like none of these guys right here in the top in the first round move me at all.
But Bradley
There's
Roby-
a lot of people are in love with the Darius Robinson solely because of what he said in the one interview that he would love to play for Detroit. I did watch a bunch of film on him.
This is good. This is good. Evan.
Nice.
They played Missouri runs like a 3-3-5, and he caused havoc just because he got to slant a lot on and like be slower offensive tackles. I think he was great on run fits. He owned a couple offensive tackles for Georgia in their game against Georgia. Had a couple sacks in that game. I think was it the Florida game he stood out in.
Is he basically
I don't
Josh
hate him.
Pascal?
How athletic is he?
7.78, which I wish
Well,
he
I
was
can
like in
read
the
that.
eights.
I wasn't asking you, Grant. I was asking Evan from his eyeballs, not just numbers.
I don't think he's like
Pass then, based on that.
He lacks elite
Fast.
twitch.
but I think he fits our defensive end that we're looking at.
Like respectfully, well, I know it's a different position, but I'd rather get Fisk. If in this, I don't know why he's 65, but I'd rather wait and take him than I don't know.
I'd rather get somebody on the edge more than
If we trade to 32, I don't hate doing the Brad Holmes. Just take the best player available if it means it's a receiver, and then just
Agreed.
my receiver pitch to you.
32.
My receiver pitch to you,
I
Evan,
don't.
is that I know it feels like a waste, but part of me is a little nervous. Like I do love JMO, and I think JMO is going to be good, but I don't want to put all my eggs in the JMO experience. I wouldn't
We need a
hate
third
having
receiver anyways.
another guy for Jared.
we're a
Smalls.
2 tight end system anyways. We're a Jameer Gibbs 10-15 touches. We're a Sam
dude,
Laporta
it's
10-15
It's
touches.
We
true.
need a John
And
Collins guy.
Amonra getting 10-15 touches. We don't need too much depth. I right now I think we have enough weapons that I don't need to waste a first round pick on a wide receiver. That's my
32.
mindset. Would I love a wide receiver? Yes, but I don't think. I think we still need more offensive line depth than a wide receiver because we do need to replace our left tackle eventually.
That's true.
Evan.
Should we take this? Everyone cool with this?
I'm not saying
Yes.
right now, but I'm saying in the future. I'm taking it because you get an extra pick. You only move back 3 spots.
All right.
125, don't care. That's next year's problem.
Oh, the
They want
receiver run.
wide receivers.
We got more trades.
12 picks.
We got a stick and pick.
Stick.
Those aren't doing it
I'm
for me.
not dropping back 12. Thinking
Well-
60th, so we would have.
Dejean is just
Super
staring
Dejean.
us in the face, and I
Best
don't.
player available. Very
just-
athletic.
This is stupid, but it's the white cornerback. It's the white cornerback. You can't name any in the
You don't like him
NFL.
because he's white.
You just never been done. You just can't name it. And we
Yeah,
don't need
he's
a
a wrap. Safety for the Rams.
Taylor Rapp
He's a
safety
good
for the
corner, I
Rams.
know.
Jim Thorpe, dude. He's the award.
Jim Thorpe. Was there black players playing in the league, Alex? There's a tackle. There are some
Tyrann Mathieu
tackles.
is half.
I don't
do
know.
like
This,
Zach Frazier.
if this happens, I just hate where we're at with our options. If I'm being honest, if Evan said that, I don't hate the kid from West Virginia. He was a wrestler, and I just love that. He could also play guard this year to fill in. It's boring as hell, but it also is building through the trenches. I don't know. I need to look at our picks again. So we have this, and then we have 3 picks through
This
the
tweet is not
60s.
doing numbers when we take this guy.
No. Should we just go for Flash? There's no good
We're not
receivers
taking
though.
Ladd McConkey. No way.
I know. This is
Dude,
this is
take-
the hard part.
Cooper DeJean. He fits a need.
But Brad doesn't do needs.
He does Iowa guys.
All right, so Alex is in for Dejeen. Evan, who are you in for?
He's doing one. I'm taking my boy Zach Frazier from
West Virginia.
From West Virginia. Not a sexy pick, but we've had a couple non-sexy picks over the years.
All right, I'm looking at the other big board.
If my job
Zach
was
Frazier's-
on the line, I would take an offensive lineman.
Zach Frazier's
I'll try to
34th on this. Did the Graham Barton kid already go? Because he's ranked the first center in the board that I'm looking at. Yeah, he must have went up
Interior
here.
offensive lineman.
Yeah, he went to
My
Dallas.
big board is second behind Powers Johnson from Oregon.
All right, I'm down for the ugly pick. I'm down for it. With a promise to Alex that we will help the secondary and edge and whatever else later. And maybe a wideout. The pick's in. We just got booed at home. Who's your boy?
I was hoping that Darius Robinson would fall on.
Oh, Leggett.
Two for one.
Dejeen went 40th.
2 for 1.
Polk. Do we want to trade
that's
up?
my deal.
Do we want to trade up?
Oh, we're not trading up ever.
I lost everybody I liked.
We have picks to trade.
No,
Oh, people are flying off the board.
Jenkins just
that's
left.
what happens in drafts.
Lad.
People get drafted.
Penix, bad for Alex's debate
Michael
between
Hall
Penix
Jr.,
and
Blake Whitman
JJ.
just went. Peyton Willis, linebacker.
We're talking about
Keelan
college.
Gill,
I
Washington.
even said in that debate that
You are on the
NFL.
clock.
Oh,
Okay,
my guy.
realistically, in real
My
life,
guy.
if they offered me a future first round pick for a second round pick, I would do it.
All right.
Oh,
I think
here we
this
go,
one.
taking Grant's guy.
No. We're not. I think the play is probably the Nealon guy. I don't know why on this board he's so low, but I feel like on other boards I've seen he's actually pretty high.
I've seen he's pretty high as well.
Let me look at this. On this one I'm looking at, he's 32nd. He's the 5th edge in the class on the beast. That's pretty good, I feel like. Let's read his bio, shall we? Or there's Braswell. But I watched Braswell play live in the Rose Bowl. I didn't think he was amazing. Nealon's a 9. He's from Western. Shout out to G.
And my mom.
And your mom. High energy rusher. What's his weakness? Explosiveness. Might not be elite
That's
off
not
the first step.
I want some
Lacks
explosive off the edge.
lacks high end hip flexibility and can struggle to sustain pace on stunt
Sounds like Aiden
redirections.
Hutchinson.
It is Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, that'd be a great pick then. Pick whatever this is. What's Braswell? He was an 8. Explosive athlete with excellent raw power.
That's
Has
what
that
I like.
volcanic first step and arc
Yeah,
running speed to
flash.
stretch. What's his weakness? Length, while stout, is not proportionately elite, which can limit his ability to stay clean. Hips can be stiff and bend component
is
is
not flashy.
inconsistent.
There's
Who is this? Chris Braswell? Hold on.
You can't go wrong with, I feel like,
Let me look at my
Alabama
big
edge
board.
rushers. Yeah, let me look at this. Where's he at?
Edge. Oh, God, he's 7th on mine.
Where's the
But in
Western?
fairness, the top
He's
3, 4
67th
kids,
on here.
4 of the top 5, I think, went in the first round.
Oh, they're also Fisk is here. Oh, and Trice from Washington. Where's Trice? Or Junior Colson if we want to boost the linebacker room. He's a dog.
No.
But we also have 3 picks here.
Jalen Trice is 0.1 better than my
Trice was sweet.
Trice is bigger, I think.
All these
thicker
guys
than me.
don't have flexibility. All these guys just don't have
These
flexibility.
are not like crazy athletic edge rushers.
Jalen Trice, they're saying he's 6'3". I got him at 6'4".
I don't know, guys. I think one of these edges is the pick. Or do we go with a different guy since we have one of the 3 will probably be there. Realistically, to help our secondary, we need a corner. Are we going to take? I've heard this Phillips kid from Kentucky talked about a lot.
I need length, Grant. Find me length in here.
All these guys are 5'11". No, none of these guys are taller than 5'11".
I'll tell you the corner that I want.
This guy's
Is he still
6'2",
there?
but he doesn't have a profile.
Max
probably
Melton.
life.
Is he still there?
No.
from Rutgers.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is hard.
We're getting thin here.
Ooh, Sweat from Texas.
We are way past
DJ
that.
James is 6'1".
Who?
Cornerback DJ James is 6'1" from Auburn.
Oh, 5'11" on here.
What?
Not athletic. 5.82. I need an athlete, Evan.
I don't want them.
All right, guys. They have already
Straight
taken our pick
up
away
my-
from us at this point. So let's make a pick.
They have not yet, Alex. We get so much time.
In 5 minutes.
Evan, who's your pick?
We do have another pick coming up.
We have two. We have one there and then one here. So there's three
Oh.
edges we like.
I do like. I would take. Well, in
Kinda
this
like-
case,
I like Fisk. I think
Since
he's
we
like
have-
the most exciting pick. Now that I think about it, I want him first.
That's what I want.
I can get behind that because we can. We're going offensive lineman, defensive tackle.
Trenches.
Yes, but the next two picks need to be corner and edge.
Okay.
In my
Hopefully,
opinion.
hopefully Sanders still there. That would really build out a team. Fisk.
Draft.
All right, we're back, boys. Get this out of here. So we need an edge and a cornerback. We have Nealand and Trice in this range. We got Sanders still is the only one in 50. He's at 57. I mean, I don't know. I will run to the podium to draft this kid, but it is a unique
Yeah,
fit for
safeties.
our team.
How are the safeties?
He's
How
little.
are the safeties? Just the
Bishop
Bullard. I've heard
Bullard.
a lot of things about him recently.
Like good things.
I gotta find my safety big board. Well, I got him at 84.8 grade.
What does that mean?
He's high up there. Out of 100, he's 84th.
On the Beast, Mike Sanders still is at 43 in rankings.
He's a good
which
football player. He fits.
I got
The
Mike
Lions
Sanders.
DNA.
So
I feel like he's Aaron Glenn. I feel like he is Aaron Glenn.
That'd be cool.
Should we do it?
I'm picking Bullard.
You're Bullard.
Well, you
I'm
guys
a-
went
I'm a
against me
Bullard guy.
earlier, and now we're 2-1 against 7. So that's just how it works.
All right. Sorry, Evan.
You're picking Sanders, so Alex?
Yeah, I think he's a good football player, and he fits what the Lions like.
That's
And
fine,
honestly,
that's fine.
you can't be worse than Bill Dorr. And in duo cams,
He's got better ball skills because he was a wideout, which I like. He catches a lot of passes. All right. I'm doing it selfishly.
and now Evan has 2 players you can hate watch.
Oh, shoot, the edge. The edges are gone.
How wide out? Let's just take a wide out.
Let's just see what's left. Oh, I've heard a lot of stuff about this Jalix Hunt kid from Houston Christian.
As he is a local kid.
120. We have. Oh, we're not
He's a
gonna be able to get him though.
9.22 athletic grade.
Oh,
The type of guy
Well,
I love.
let's look at the whole. Oh my God, Michael Penix is
Penix.
still out there.
Might as well take him and try.
Oh, look at that guy, Rosengarten, Ricky Pearsall. I've heard. What's his face? Todd McShay say he's the best route runner in the draft, like 15,000 times. Explosive
9.9.
athlete who can use his burst to surge out of route breaks and
Yes.
separate.
Love people like that.
Precise route runner against man who can use head fakes and sink. What if this is Puka Nakua?
So,
Yeah, what do you got on Ricky Pearsall? On my board, I got him. He's the 45th pick in the draft.
Ricky Pearsall is a wide receiver. Gotta find a wide receiver, big board. Tight end, wide receiver. Here we go.
Ortez Walker's
Ricky
available.
is not even in my top 20.
No. No.
Oh, JK, he's 8th on mine. I was on the wrong page. He's 8th. He's got an 85.9 grade. He's above
Okay.
Troy Franklin and Ladd and Xavier Worley and Jalen Polk, and he's above
Oh.
Xavier Liggett and Keon Coleman.
We should
Is this the steal of the draft then?
This might be 6'1", 225. 85.9 grade as I have him.
I mean, the Washington kid is good, but the tackle. But I feel like we're okay. We took a guard to help our line.
I think
Colson's a
he
stud,
has
but
battled injuries in his career.
I know our room likes Derek Barnes and his growth, so I don't think we need to Colson. I would love to have Colson on my football team, but I don't think we
We're
need
not
it.
taking another Michigan player.
And
My vote is for Pearsall. Pearsall.
I like Pearsall. I think it's flashy too. For Alex.
Something flashy.
Evan, you signing that?
I'm
Better than
down for it.
Keon.
Yep, I can,
All
I
right.
can sign it.
This shit's easy. I love this draft so far for us. That turned it around. All right, now we don't pay attention. Braylon Allen went top 100. Christ.
Guys,
Running back. Junior
Oh,
Paulson.
Colson's a Seahawk.
Guys,
Penix to the
off the record.
Browns.
This
Yeah.
isn't real. Relax. This is fake. Blake Corum in our division.
Can I talk you guys into now before we pick that I would like the Alabama kicker before we leave this draft. I think he is a dog.
He is good.
I did a couple mock drafts and I
Jerry
was
Rice's
in the
son,
last round.
38.
Audric Estime. No way.
Luke McCaffrey
Oh.
went.
Never forget.
Luke McCaffrey.
Tommy
went at
Eichenberg?
Rice.
Yeah.
You guys know
Tom-
Rice is like 20 feet from me?
No, I did not.
It's literally like the neighborhood over.
Oh, Zinter. Right.
Zinter.
That hurts. He would have been a great late pick because I think he's going to recover
We're not
from.
taking every Michigan player.
Alex,
dude.
you have to understand, Michigan's about to have the most players ever drafted. Some will probably end up on the Lions.
Grant, you have to understand, you watch every single Michigan game, so you know every single player and think they're good.
They are the best team in the country.
Oh, wait.
So, anyone know anything about any of these guys, Evan?
Yes. Scroll.
Find the first
Scroll.
Big Ten player.
Scroll. Pause. It's lagging a bit. Eric Hall. Not a good player.
What position do you want?
Probably edge. What about this guy, Zion Tupula Fatui from Washington?
I mean,
good.
he carved up. He carved up Michigan State the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I just
Not durable, though.
I mean, I don't know. Like at this, like
he's a little
again, it's all-
undersized. He's kind of
At this stage of the game, whoever we draft is probably not going to be great.
This is our last chance though to grab someone worth a shit. This guy, Cedric Johnson, is 9.28 Raz. Anything on Cedric
Yeah,
Johnson,
player.
Evan?
I don't think so. Nope, I don't have anything on.
Now, do you want to hear from your scout? Imagine someone says that to Brad on Thursday.
You guys good with them? I don't think so.
You got
Yes, if I had anything on him, I don't have anything on him.
Ooh, this guy from South Dakota State's probably a dog. Garrett Greenfield, 6'5", 311, 8.61.
Remember we
He
drafted
translates to
Colby
being
Storsdale?
interior.
Guy stunk.
Who?
Stunk
Oh,
last year.
Soares dog? He was
Soares
all right.
He was bad. He got blown over multiple times.
Any vetoes or like strong against the Cedric Johnson kid, best available edge, just to take a swing?
Let's just take him.
Done.
I'm looking him up right now.
He's on our
He's
team.
on our team.
Oh, Quantez just went.
He ran a 4.6 440. So
A what?
He's on our team.
he ran a 4.6 440.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think.
Draft
Defensive
Dylan
lineman?
McCaffrey.
Yeah, look at who the hell we
Joe
even
Milton
taken.
available?
No, he went in the top 10. Oh, he just went to Washington. AJ Barner, another Michigan man.
Pass. Reject. Hide. Sam Hartman.
Deal.
Eric All still sitting there.
Another Iowa tight end on our team.
What about this Monte Te'o
Draft.
linebacker from Notre Dame?
That's true. He's not very athletic, but we don't have athletic linebackers.
What about the
Is there-
kickers?
Anything we
Top
need?
10 linebacker.
Oh no! Oh, Torrey Taylor, dog. We're good on that, though.
Bunker.
Damn, the kicker went.
Who's this Kim Little guy? What's his athleticism?
Let's just take.
Take an
I don't
offensive
know.
lineman. You
Who's
can never
Gabe
have too
Hall?
much depth.
Gabe Hall. Oh, it's 9.25, 6'6", 291.
Draft.
A clog in the
Our
Bears
Detroit
3-4.
line.
A cog. And he was more impactful when he slid inside against guards as a 4-3 tackle. This guy can do it all.
Our Detroit line.
Everyone good with that?
Yes.
Yep. Gabe Hall official. Looking at his Instagram right now.
Oh my God, we're back on the clock. This is going so fast.
Decline, reject.
Eric All.
Nope.
He kind of would be good in a two. Like will be better than Brock Wright, I would say, in a couple of
We
years.
have Brock Wright. We signed him.
I know. I'm just looking for the future.
Let's take an offensive lineman.
Yeah, this guy looks athletic.
We're on a
Hmm.
running back. Third stringer. No.
No, we
Johnson,
re-signed. What's his name?
Washington. He's good.
Jason McClellan.
I don't even know who Jason McCall is. Oof. Cornelius. Oof. Drake Nugget.
I don't know. I'm kind of
I don't know.
stumped on you.
The only people I know are the people on good teams. I can't tell you any of
What is we got? Another Ole Miss guy. Ooh, bad score.
You just assumed Ole Miss players were athletic, didn't you?
No, I was just thinking we already drafted one earlier. Ew. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Well, it was a good draft, guys.
No.
It's all right. We just didn't finish. You said you didn't
I
know how many
accidentally-
rounds we would go, so
I accidentally clicked on Trade Analyzer.
turns out we'd go 6-ish.
Why would they put that button? Why would there not be a "Are you sure you want to leave" button? Okay, I need your guys' help. Who'd we draft?
Or you can listen to it
Drafted.
back.
Oh, that's true.
West Virginia guy,
You're right. I'll
West
just
Virginia guy, Florida receiver.
center.
Pearsall sells tickets.
I'm
Fiskey.
I'm following Pearsall right now.
Fiskey was next.
We drafted Fiskey second with the
Yep.
sixth because we traded.
Oh, we did Sanders still, then
Yeah, Mikey.
Pearsall,
Then
Good team.
Pearsall.
and then Ole Miss edge, and then Gabe Hall.
What's our guy's name?
Ricky Pearsall.
I just followed him on Instagram.
It's kind of weird, Evan.
Now we hope one of them comes to fruition. I can't
RP.
believe that Trade Analyzer button was right
Oh, yeah,
there.
This dude's a dog. This guy is going to be a star in the league.
All right, for this year's mock
What did
draft,
Christian Gonzalez do this year?
we got some sleep to get. So cheers to episode 164, pear flavored high noon.
The NFL draft. You guys going to be there?
I don't. I always thought in my mind when it was here that I would go, but I don't know.
Sounds like no
I
one's
honestly think I was like, yeah, we all said we were going to go, and then
We
the
were
amount of
the 29th
people.
pick.
I have a double header game on Thursday, anyways.